Ask you this question then, because just last night we had Andrade make his debut for AEW on Dynamite, and there's always the chatter on the internet. It happened with Impact as well in their high years of, this company is just signing all the WWE rejects, quote unquote. I'm not saying that. That's the internet saying that, or cast offs or whatever. Where from my perspective, I always thought like, if the person is valuable enough and can enhance your show, why wouldn't you? Because they're still going to need to work and do something. Just because they left the WWE doesn't mean they don't want to work anywhere. And obviously, AEW shouldn't and can't sign everybody. But what's your take on that?
Have you told them that lately?
No, I mean, no, but I just assume like you can, I'm guessing. But the way that WWE is dropping talent, it's almost hard to like not.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really unique position.
About it.
It's a unique position. And I don't envy Tony Khan right now. Yeah. In a way, it's like awesome because you've got, are you kidding me? Andrade's going to be available. Wait a minute. Mark Henry, Big Show is willing to be an announcer. Sting is willing to come back and get into the ring again. It's hard not to take advantage of those opportunities because each and every one of those talents have something to offer, and they can make your roster a healthier, bigger, more marketable roster. But at the same time, you've got this potential conflict because one of the things that, at least my impression that AEW established early on is we're not going to take any WWE rejects. We're going to build our own talent. We've got these young, lions coming up and, kind of taking the best of the best of the best from the independent scene and creating new stars. Well, that seems to have taken less of a priority.
Yeah.
And now a lot of the attention, whether it's on the internet or whether it's on camera, is going to people who came from WWE. So you came out with what they call a branding statement to help define who your new company is by being kind of like anti-WWE. And now you're kind of becoming WWE.
Yeah.
That becomes a conflict. So on the one hand, you've got this great opportunity to grow your audience and bring in people who have, let's be honest, an average of about 800,000 people a week watch AEW.
Yeah.
An average of about 5 million people a week watch WWE. It is what it is, folks. You may fucking hate it and not want to recognize it, but you could take a mid-card WWE star and bring them into AEW, and that mid-card AEW or WWE star will have had more equity in front of the audience than a top AEW star. It's just math, guys. You can hate my guts if you want. You can get all pissed off about it. You can say I'm burying AEW. I'm not. I'm just talking about facts.
Because it will benefit them. Like it'll get more people to tune in.
And it's necessary. And that's why I say I don't envy Tony, because on the one hand, if he does what's smart business-wise, which he's doing, clearly, you've got the negative response from those people. They're just bringing in WWE rejects. It's a tough spot to be at. I don't envy Tony at all. And you also have, and I haven't heard anything about this, and I don't pay attention to this kind of thing anyway. So even if it's out there, I wouldn't have known it. But now you've got a lot of really young people that are a part of AEW that were hoping they were going to get their big shot. Well, guess what happens to that ladder every time you bring in Andrade, Sting,
Miro, the list goes on.
Miro. I mean, all of a sudden you came in, you were maybe on the third rung of that ladder when you walked in the door, or the fifth rung of that ladder when you walked in the door. And now three guys come in and you don't even get to hold the ladder anymore. You're just lucky to get free catering. So it's a tough spot for everybody. It's a tough spot for young talent. It's a tough spot for the experience, the people that are being brought in, because they have to live with that criticism. It's a really tough spot for Tony Khan.
No, 100%.
It's something you got to kind of work through. And here's the deal. If the numbers, if the audience for AEW consistently starts growing, then Tony made the right decision. If
Do you
it
think-
doesn't, it's going to become even more problematic.
Do you think part of it is the fact that they're also in that situation that you were once in a long time ago, where now they're having